Okay, merci Jill على presentation. So already all the ideas are very good to start with. Okay. هلا مين ready يقدم البروجكت تبعه؟ الهومورك تبعه؟
يلا دكتور أنا بعمل شير.
Yeah. مين عم يحكيني جورج؟
Yes.
يلا جورج.
بيان دكتور.
Yes.
Okay, the table of content, list of figure, list of tables. The main step of the design process, من definition main step. Define the problem, gather information, generate multiple solutions, analyze and select a solution, test and implement solutions. Define the problem. Electricity cut in Lebanon due to fuel shortage and many other stuff constitute a big problem on different level. Validating the problem. The shutdown caused by two plants running out of fuel worsens a crisis.
جورج فيك تعمل شوي زوم على
Sorry, أنا عامل على التليفون.
okay.
The shutdown caused by two plants running out of fuel worsens a crisis that has seen people receive just 2 hours of electricity a day. A lack of foreign currency has made it hard to pay overseas energy suppliers. Lebanon's two biggest power stations, which together provide about 40% of the country electricity, shut down on Friday. The owner, Électricité du Liban, said ships loaded with gas oil has refused to offload the fuel before money was transferred to their owner's account in dollars. Justifying our problem, medicine shortage caused by the failure to pay foreign importers. Industries won't be able to work properly or effectively without electricity. Electricity is what lights up our classroom, heats our home refrigerations and computers. Criteria and constraint. In order to have successful design, safety, reliability, and energy conservation should be the designer's prime consideration in the design and specification of all electrical equipment and wiring. دكتور بحكي بشكل مختصر أكثر.
إيه يعني في just عمول summary عن main ideas that you tackled and what was the conclusion you got.
Okay, generate concept.
دكتور أنا هلا تقريبا يعني تليفوني صار 2%، بس أنا ما جوزيف عم نقدم، يمكن جوزيف هلا هو موجود.
مش مشكل، فينا نكمل next time. It's fine.
Okay, merci.
Generate concept, research and brainstorm possible solutions. كان 3 solutions، أخذنا 3 solutions: solar panels والبايوماس والwind. عملنا definition عن solar panel that converts solar radiation into electricity by using semiconductors. والبايوماس biomass burned in a boiler to produce high pressure steam.
جورج اشتغلتوا على مايكرو سكيل أو ماكرو سكيل؟
ما سمعت دكتور.
اشتغلتوا على مايكرو
ان جنرال بلبنان
يعني ماكرو سكيل، يعني ما اخذتوا بيت معين او اشتغلتوا عليه؟
لا ان جنرال. اوكي اخذنا البايوماس والوايند. البايوماس this steam flows over a series بيطلع من البويلر over a series of turbine blades causing them to rotate. The rotation of the turbine drives a generator producing electricity. Wind turbine operates on a simple principle. The energy in the wind turns 2 or 3 propeller-like blades around a rotor. The rotor is connected to the main shaft, which spins a generator to create electricity. a decision matrix, solar, wind, biomass, الcost والproductivity, development time والcomplexity. ومن هاي decision عملنا السكور. We can see that the wine
على
takes a lot of
أي أساس جورج حطيته سكورات؟
حطينا سكور على أساس الكوست والproductivity.
بس
هلا
إنه
شارح هون.
كيف أوكي.
Okay, we can see that the wine takes a lot of time in development in comparison with solar and biomass, in development time I mean, when we can cancel the wine, okay? In terms of productivity, the biomass is higher, but the delay in time allows the solar to be more operational and effective. For the cost, we can see that the solar is the best one for producing 1 kilowatt for only $0.05. Thus, we can conclude that the solar power is the best idea for reaching a higher score and producing electricity in good terms. Note that the solar power plant or station distributing electricity to houses is much better than having in each house a solar panel, and it is less cost. يعني إذا عندنا solar plant
اوكي
ومن
ليك
خلالها
انا اللي
بنوزع
بدي لكم اياه
هي أحسن.
انه بالبروجكت النهائي بدنا نكون اكثر accurate بحط العلامات. يعني اوكي هلا يمكن بهذا الهوم ورك كان بدنا بس تو تيست انه انتم فاهمين الديسيجن ماتريكس وهيك، بس نقدر نحط علامات مضبوط ونكون دقيقين. ما فينا بس نحط ديسيجن ماتريكس بلا based on without basing ourselves on calculations. يعني مفروض نكون عاملين economical study لكل project لحال which will allow us which will help us into putting the grades. عرفت كيف؟ اوكي يعني لانه في حدا يقول لك انه هيدي انه it's not very objective هالواي، انه انت كيف حددت انه مثلا يمكن if you combine انه مزبوط في واحد كثير غالي بس ما كمان بيعطيك it's very productive. يعني تقدر
ما نحن شفنا البرودكتيفيتي دكتور وديفلوبمنت تايم قديش بدها الانستليشن تحطوها.
بس انا قصدي انه الديسيجن ماتريكس هيك لحالها بلا كالكوليشن. يعني انت لازم نزيد على بقلب الديسيجن ماتريكس بارامترز لهم علاقه بالكالكوليشن بالايكونوميكال اناليسيس. يعني باي باك بيريد، نت بريزنت فاليو، لانه هول بيكونوا اذا بدك exact numbers. عرفت؟ مش مثل ما تحط علامه هيك.
فهمت عليك كده.
Okay, which will help you more into selecting the appropriate solution.
Okay. رجعنا عملنا development solution, justification, justify the solar power solution path. The advantage تبع ال solar power system. Advantage is renewable clean power that is available every day of the year. Even in cloudy days, produce some power. Solar power is pollution free and cause no greenhouse gases to be emitted after installation. Create jobs by employing solar panel manufacturers, solar installers, and in turn helps the economy. Can be installed virtually anywhere in a field on a building. Use batteries to store extra power for use at night. Solar can be used to heat water, power home and building, even power cars. Safer than traditional electric current. Efficiency is always improving to the same size solar that is available today will become more efficient tomorrow. هيدي الفيجر فرجينا solar power plant والmain definition. Okay, that is a detailed design solution. الelement تبع الباور بلانت، كل element شارحين كيف يشتغلوا.
اوكي فيري جود. هلا يعني بكل بروجكت بعدين هذا المطلوب انه كل ما واحد اخذ سيستم بده يدرس the different components تبعه how they function بده يعمل economical analysis للسيستم تيقدر يعبد decision matrix له. So إذا بدكم نحن اللي حنعمله حنوحد الديسيجن ماتريكس لكل الجروبس. يعني من بعد ما نعمل discussions مع بعض حنحط ديسيجن ماتريكس واحدة كبيرة وحنحط الديفرنت ايدياز وكل جروب بياخد one idea بيشتغلها in detail. فبالاخر نعمل مثل summary انه what is the best strategies that we can propose. Okay.
قلنا construct and test prototype. performance, durability, usability. Performance solar power plant are the most effective means of producing electric energy between the biomass power and the wind power. Efficiency of today's power plant is about 15 to 20%. Researchers have developed PV cells with efficiencies approaching 50%. Durability, as a general rule, solar power lasts about 25 to 30 years. However, this doesn't mean that they stop producing electricity after 25 years. It just means that energy production has declined, but what manufacturers consider to be a significant amount. Usability, solar power plant had the potential to support more than 100,000 jobs across the nation in 2035. Evaluate the solution effectiveness, recommend improvements. أو improvement تيحسنوا الافشنسي تبع السيستم. Graded integration, nanomaterial, flexible system. Okay, communicate results. Benefit of solar power plant. Solar power is a renewable environment-friendly source of energy. Zero energy production costs. Maintenance and energy production practically zero. Less energy lost during long-distance transport. The production of solar energy doesn't generate noise pollution, which is an important aspect to take into account for installation in urban area. It also doesn't generate any waste because it doesn't need maintenance and its lifetime is far longer than other energy production system. هذا economical analysis. Okay, اشتغلنا على system 5 kilowatt system.
بالايكونوميكال اناليسيز اخذتوا تايم افكت انتو اكاونت؟
ايه اكيد اخذنا اللايف تايم.
ايه بس قصدي اخذتوا الديسكاونت ريت؟
يعني النون ديسكاونتد باي باك بيريد.
لا يعني انتم كيف عملتوا الايكونوميكال اناليسيز؟ ما عملتوا كالكوليشن او انتم جايبينها من
بلا لا هيدا هون هذا سيستم سايز، هذا التيبل بفرجينا السيستم سايز والسيستم كوست. نحن نقينا من هذا التيبل ال 5 كيلو وات نشتغل عليه.
اوكي.
اللي هو الافرج الماركت افرج $15,100. Okay. The lifetime of a 5 kilowatt solar power system is 25 years. The initial capital cost is $3,020 per kilowatt based on the table above. عملنا 15,000 يعني الماركت حقه investment over 5 kilowatt. يعني $15,100 over 5 يطلع $3,020. And yearly maintenance cost equal to 1% of the initial cost. The salvage value of this system is equal to $1,355. The solar power generates 7,300 kilowatt hour per year. The selling price is $0.06 per kilowatt hour for the first year, $0.05 per kilowatt for the second year,
كيف جبتوا الأسعار جورج؟
هودي الأسعار عن جوجل، يعني عملنا ريسيرش وكذا.
اوكي.
طلعوا لهيدا التيبل لل5 كيلو وات هودي الأسعار يعني average. Okay. And $0.04 per kilowatt for the remaining years. طلعنا rate of return of investment ROI اللي هي ال NPV equal 0. يعني بنطلع discount rate لما تكون ال NPV equal 0. اوكي عملنا calculation طلعنا الانكم والكوست المينتنس كوست وعملنا calculation. اوكي طلع الفاليو لل A بالاخر 4.85% gives NPV على 25 years approximately equal to 0. اخذنا الان لايف تايم هي 25 years.
برأيك بلبنان this is acceptable؟
25 years yes. ما نحن قلنا من شوي انه اللي علّوا الريسيرش هلا عم يعملوا ريسيرش عم بيعلوا الافشنسي تبعه ل 50%. However, this doesn't mean that they stop producing electricity after 25 years. It just means that energy production has declined by what manufacturers consider to be a significant amount. يعني هن اخذين انه اللايف تايم 25 years، بس هي بتضل تعطي، يعني ما بتوقف بعد 25، بتضل تعطي بس بلس اماونت. عرفتي كيف دكتور؟
اوكي.
يعني انا برايي بتمشي، اكيد بتمشي، وما في عندها كوست، الكوست كتير خفيفه.
بس
So
ما
in
انت
order to
طلع
have a
لك الاي،
profitable
طلع لك الاي 5% الار او اي قصدك؟
الار او اي صح.
ايه بس ار او اي 5% انه منه شيء كثير منيح، منه جود انديكيشن. يعني لو 10 انه بتقول عندي رينج كبيره، بس يعني انت تيكون بروفيتبل البروجكت بدك تكون ايه اصغر من 5، وبلبنان يعني
بس هو الكوست منه كتير كبير،
ايه
كتير
بس
صغير
ما
الكوست.
كمان بس تطلع اي صغير، ار او اي صغير مش كثير كبيره، يعني كمان الربح منه كثير كبير. لانه اذا الكوست صغير والربح كبير المفروض الار او اي تطلع عاليه.
دكتور، هي non discounted payback period عاملين لها calculation تطلع 12.53 years non discounted payback، وهي اللايف تايم تبعها 25 وبتعطينا اكثر
ايه
من
بس
25.
الديسكاونتد بس ما انت لازم تاخذ ديسكاونتد باي باك بيريود. يعني اذا النون ديسكاونتد 12 سنه، يعني اذا بدك تاخذ اي انتو اكاونت بدها يمكن 20 سنه تترد لك حقها.
ايه صح، هلا عاملين اللي مطلعين الييرز.
هلا anyway this will help us بالفيوتشر كالكوليشن تنشوف قد ايه applicable السولار سيستم او لا. هلا نحن بلبنان
Yeah.
عندنا وضع خاص انه صعب علينا
بس
كثير.
هلا بلشوا كثير عم يعملوا سولار سيستم بلبنان.
ايه اكيد، لانه على المدى الطويل، لانه اذا بتحسب الفواتير الموتور والكهرباء وهيك بضل
صح
احسن.
صح.
اوكي يلا
وهي
كونتينيو.
رينيوبل
لا
انرجي.
انا عم اقول لك مش انه السولار مش منيح، اكيد السولار منيح، بس يمكن في شيء نمبرز مش كثير دقيقين.
لا دكتور، نحن عملنا الستادي بين هول الثلاثه، السولار والوايند والبايوماس، طلعت عنا السولار احسن وحده.
اوكي فاين.
Okay, so in order to have a profitable project, we should have a discount rate lower than ROI. Otherwise, the project should be rejected. Discount rate for a discounted payback period. We have to calculate أخذنا 17 years. We have to calculate the discount rate for NPV at 17 years equals 0. The duration is 17 years, so the salvage value does not include in the calculation. من calculation طلع discount rate nearly 1.71% for discounted payback period of 17 years.
اوكي هلا بس بدي اقول لك
يعني
شغله، بما انه السيستم
yes.
بيعيش اكثر من 25 years، مو مفروض تعمل اناليسيس بس على 25، لازم تكمل اناليسيس لباقي عمره،
دكتور
ساعتها بتاخذ انتو اكونت انه it will produce less. بس لانه ما فيك ما
اوكي
تاخذ انتو اكونت هيدا البيريد من السيستم، لانه هي كثير بتاثر على your conclusion اذا بدك تاخذ السيستم او لا.
دكتور
اوكي.
اوكي
دكتور سريع وقتشكم، بس بركي تروح الكهرباء عندها بعد دقيقتين.
اذا راحت بتكون راحت يا جوزيف، مش هالقصه.
اوكي ميرسي.
هلا بدنا نضل بنشوف. اوكي جورج بدك تزيد شيء؟
لا هذا هو. ميرسي
اوكي
دكتور.
ثانك يو جورج. اوكي
إذا في أي ريماركس
يلا يا جوزيف اضمط بهالدقيقتين هات نشوف. فيروز.
دكتور الاستادي تمام تبع البروجكت؟
يس اتس
يلا يلا دكتور، عم جرب افتحها على التليفون هيك اسرع بيكون.
يا
دكتور أنا راح أطلع، ميرسي لك.
يلا ثواني يا دكتور عم بفتحه.
Yeah.
دكتور بين شيء ولا بعد؟
يلا بينت هلا. Yeah.
اوكي.
يلا جوزي.
يلا بس يا دكتور انه مفتوح على اللاب وعلى التليفون. اوكي دكتور عم تسمعوني؟
Yes.
اوكي يلا. First we're gonna define our problem. This is our table of contents. Then we're gonna validate it. What are the criteria and constraints? Generate consent. Then we do our research and brainstorm possible solution. We develop the solution. We'll justify why we choose the hydropower solution path using technical drawings and detailed design solution. Then what are the elements of the hydroelectric power plant? How to construct it and test it, its performance, its durability, usability. Then we can collect test data. Then we're going to see the characteristics of the water turbine in the hydropower system and what are its formulas and how it works, and some application of it in Lebanon. Okay, first, the main steps of a design process, we should define our problem. How we define our problem? By defining our problem, the electricity costs in Lebanon, due to full storage, constitute a big problem on different levels. How to validate it? Who say it's a problem? Most of the people who suffer from this problem, owners of generators who cannot supply us with electricity due to fuel lag. What are the needs and wants? Electricity is a form of energy and we need it for just about everything. Electricity is what lights our classroom, heats our homes, refrigeration, and computers. Is the problem worth solving? Yes, because without electricity, hospitals and medicine would not be able to be advanced and cure illness. And the most immediate problem would be water. No electricity, no treatment works or water pumps, therefore no water. Okay, now let's do a brainstorm about our possible solution. The first solution, we could use a solar panel using solar photovoltaic technologies. It converts sunlight into electricity by using semiconductors. It means when the sun hits the semiconductors within the PV cells, electrons are fed and bus bars collect the running electrons, which result in electricity current. Our second solution is using gas, like now our government is doing. Revive a transition gas pipelines running from Egypt to Lebanon. It could help alleviate the problem, pump it through Egypt. And the third one is using water, which is the hydroelectric electric power. The most common type of hydroelectric power plant use a dam on a river to store water in a reservoir. Okay, now we're gonna do a decision matrix about our three solutions. We're gonna compare the cost, the efficiency, the CO2 emissions, the long-term availability about those three criteria. First, using solar panel, using the cost, using water is the best. In terms of efficiency of environmental impact, using solar panel is the best. In terms of CO2 emissions, we see that the solar panel and the water are the best. In terms of long-term availability, both solar panels and water could be used. Now we'll justify why we use the hydropower solution. First, it's a renewable source of energy. Second of all, it's fueled by water, making it a clean source of energy. Third, hydroelectric power is a domestic source of energy, allowing each state to produce its own energy without being reliant on international fuel source. It's flexible. Some hydropower facilities can quickly go from zero power to maximum output. Plus, we have several benefits beyond electricity generation by providing flood control, irrigation support, and clean drinking water. It's affordable, it have low-cost electricity, and it's durable over time compared to other sources of energy. And the construction cost can even be mitigated by using pre-existing structures, such as bridges, tunnels, and dams. Those are the technical drawings. We explained to everyone, we explained what is the reservoir, the penstock, the generator. This is another drawing. Okay, here we can see the elements of hydroelectric power. We have the storage. It can be either natural or artificial. It's a reservoir in high mountains. An artificial reservoir could be made also. Low head plants require very large storage reservoir. Second, we have the dam. The function of it is not only to raise the water of the stream to create an artificial head, but also to provide the pondage. And now we'll explain it, the storage or ability of diversion into conduits. A dam is the most expensive and important part of hydro project. It could be built in a narrow canyon. An earth dam may be best suited for a wide valley. Okay, as we see here in the picture, this is the dam. This one. We have several types of dam, the arc dam, the buttress, or deck. They are here examples. The buttress, this is the buttress, this is the arc dam, and this is the solid dam, and we explain the difference between each one of them. For example, the earth dam, this one. It could have cheaper than masonry dam. It fits best in natural surroundings, and it's most permanent type of structure if protected against erosion. The earth dams, it have following those are disadvantage. Each one of them have advantage and disadvantages. Okay, the third element is the forebay, and we explain it. Doctor? Sir?
يا جوزيف معك.
يا مش تحكي الوحدة ولا وقتان؟
Yes, Joseph.
بشرحهم كلهم؟
Yeah.
Okay, يلا. The third element is the forebay. So this is the forebay.
So أنت جوزيف ركزت على الدامز على الwater approach, hydropower approach.
Yes. انه عندنا اياها نحن بجنوب وكثير وفيره فانا قلت احسن شيء بعمله.
اوكي سو فيك انت كمان هيك تتوسع فيها بالبروجكت اخر شيء بس بدك تكون عامل يعني more detailed economical analysis and how to implement it على الماكرو سكيل ان ليفل.
مضبوط انا عملت على ريفر صغير اخذت بيت صغير ودرست انه هاي البيت الصغير كيف
يعني هلا فيك تنطلق من هون to extrapolate it for على الماكرو scale for the whole country.
Yes. Okay, our third element is the forebay. The fourth is the spillway. It's constructed to act as safety valve. Okay, the fifth is the intake. They are structured at the intake of condense like tunnel or fumes. They avoid the trash tracks and prevent entry of debris and ice into the turbines. Okay, the surge tank. If you have a reduction in load on the generator, it causes the governor to close the
Joseph? جوزيف ما عم نسمعك. Do you hear me, Joseph? It seems عنده connection problem, Joseph. شكله قطش Let us wait some time, but he can be back. Joseph, do you hear me? طيب خلص راحت الكهرباء عن جوزيف. So we continue next time, okay? Thank you.
دكتور نحن عاملين بالرابور تبعنا economic analysis بس ما شرحت لك عنه.
Okay, جيل إذا بدك you can go over it if you want now.
Okay.
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay, here. In the economic analysis, we design 3 options. Each of one depend of the discount rate. We have a discount rate of 2%, we have a 5%, and we have of 8%. For each one in this table, we can see the net present value.
Yes.
راح الكهرباء من عندي.
رجعت جوزيف؟
لا راح الكهرباء هلا فاتح على 3G بس
طب خلص
اخر صار.
ما عليه. You can continue next time مش مشكلة. حكمل مع جيل اوكي؟
اوكي.
Yes,
okay, as we say, we have 3 options: 2%, 5%, and 8% discount rate. Each of one we can see the net present value in this table and the amount of years to reach this amount of net present value. And this graph represents also the net present value of the 3 options. Okay, a small research on Google have tell us that the solar power plant, has a minimum lifetime of 25 years and a maximum lifetime of 40 years. However, and with a required investment of $700 per meter square. However, the production of the solar power plant will reduce or will be 70% after 25 years. Between 25 years and 40 years, the production will be 70% of the total production of the. It will reduce 30%, like I said. And the benefits is $120 per meter square if we compare the 0.11 cents dollars of each kilowatt set by the government. Okay. Thus, an economic analysis of such a project will give us 3 possibilities. For a discount rate of 2%, we have for the discount payback period, this equation. We consider that we don't sell the project after 25% or neither 40%. There is no amount of selling up. Okay. And the net present value is for 20%, for 25 years, it's we have this equation, and for 40 years, we have this equation. Thus, we will have, as the table and the plot will shows us, the discount, the payback period is 7 years at 2%, and the profit is $16.43 for 25 years, and $23.01 for 40 years. For 5%, the equations are the same, but we change only the discount amount. And the discount payback period is 8 years for this for 5% discount rate. And the profit is $992 for 25 years. The net present value profit is $992 for 25 years, and $1,250 for 40 years. For 8% discount rate, we have that the discounted payback period is 9 years, and the net present value profit is $581 for 25 years and $686 for 40 years. Now, the rate of return of investment is, we have two equations. This equation, we use it for 25 years, and this equation for 40 years. By resolving these two equations, we can deduce that the ROI is 16.79% for a lifetime of 25 years and 17.12% for a lifetime of 40 years. Therefore, in order to have a profitable net present value before 25 years, the discount must be during this period, during 25 years, below 16.79%. Otherwise, we will need to keep the project between 25 and 40 years to have a profit. However, this rate of investment should not exceed 17.02. Sorry, Heidi, 17.12%, or the rate. Sorry, the ROI should not exceed 17.12%. Otherwise, the 40 years, the maximum lifetime, which is 40 years, will no longer be enough to get a profitable net present value, and therefore the project is better to be rejected.
Okay. So look, بما انه وصلت هالconclusion, مش معقول يكون في some numbers that were exaggerated أو ال initial cost كان فينا نوطيه أو ال operational cost كان فينا نصغره بطريقة إنه يكون profitable. يعني عادة do you expect إنه such type of projects مش مفروض يكونوا profitable؟
مبالغ، المفروض تكون profitable، بس أنا عم بقول لك إنه الديسكاونت ريت المفروض تكون أقل من 16.79 لتكون profitable, which is, as you can see in our three options, our three possibility, we take 2, 5, or 8%. We have a profit before 25 years.
طيب، فإذا what we will do now مثل ما قلنا إنه we'll try to put in common all ideas already collected, ونحط common decision matrix to base on it for the final project. Okay?
Okay, deal.
طيب, thank you, Gilles.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.